Right guys, so this video is actually going to be quite a quick and raw and unedited video from myself. It's going to be about some of the niches that I've seen explode in August 2020, and I'm going to share those niches with you and some of the best selling books and how you can get some books in there too and make some good profit. So guys, by the way, hope you're all having a very good day. If you're new here, then welcome to my channel. My name is Ben, and I like to bring out videos like this on my self-publishing journey and all the hints, tips and tricks that follow. So if this is going to be something that's interesting to you, then be sure to subscribe. And if you haven't done so already, then do join my Facebook group, especially if you're serious about self-publishing. We're a community of nearly 400 people now, all with the mutual aim of finding success through publishing online. So the link for it is in the description below. And of course, if you haven't done so already, then check out the Residual Accelerator course. That's also a link in the description below, and it's a course that me and many other people took, and it's helped us get to where we are today in terms of our publishing journey. So if you haven't done so already, check those out. But otherwise guys, let's jump into the meat of this video. So it goes without saying that in August, composition notebooks and everything to do with them have been doing so well. So my theory came about when I went down. I was going through books to publish in, and I go through composition notebooks. I published some last year and I published some earlier this year as well. And as you can see, if we go to the Helium 10 graph, this is a free Google Chrome add-in, by the way. So if you haven't done so already, typing Helium 10 in the Chrome extensions and download it. It's 100% free. Well, this functionality is anyway. Go check my video as well if you want more information on it. It's in the top right of this video. So as you can see here, this shows you a graph of sales rank over time, and this is the 3-month window. So as you can see, the sales rank has been pretty consistently good, but only recently has it dived into 4-digit territory and into 3-digit territory as well. It's ranked just over 1,000 in all the books in the United States. So there is obviously a huge demand for composition notebooks at this time as well. Another thing to support this theory is that I've run ads to my composition notebook. So you can see this is one of the ads. This is actually just a few books in a little bit more niche areas of the composition notebooks. So they might be targeting rarer animals, for example, rather than just unicorns, dinosaurs, etc. And as you can see, it's been doing very well. For such an in-demand niche and for such a lot of competition, a cost per click of 5 cents on average is actually very low. That means I'm paying 5 cents per click, and as you can see here, 125 clicks has resulted in 14 orders, so it's got a fairly decent conversion. And that is why I'm seeing quite a nice ACoS with these books of 8.17%. So let's go back onto composition notebooks and what they actually are. So guys, I forgot to say that if you do want to structure your ads profitably, like I have done in the last window as I just showed you, then be sure to check out my video on how to set up a profitable Amazon ad for your books. Now, if we go and have a look inside this composition notebook, it's actually nothing more than just a notebook. They haven't even included the first page or anything. It's just however many pages of lined notebooks like this. Now they're not all like that. I'll show you in a second as to what I mean, but if we go down to the bottom here, you can see that it's 110 pages and it's independently published just a year ago, and that's probably making them quite a lot of money. If I had to guess, at $4.98 they're getting around 84 cents per royalty per book, so they might be making, you know, nearly $100 a day just from this one book here, which is actually really nice. Now if we go on to the rest of the composition notebooks, we can see that that's not just a golden star in the bunch. There's tons of them doing so well. That came up there as the educator's choice. If we keep scrolling down, that comes up again. You can see the independently published one, so this might be independently published. Keep scrolling down. We're battling people, by the way, that are obviously doing Amazon FBA or Amazon themselves, who are also shipping notebooks in from elsewhere to sell on Amazon. So we're battling them, but generally people are doing really well. Let's just leave the ranks to load a little bit. I think the internet here is not so great. Oh, the internet really isn't good, is it? So here it is. A lot of books, like this one for example, you can see that the rank's still fairly good, not as good as the other one of course, but it's still pulling in a few sales a day there. As we keep scrolling down, as we find some more, look, this one's a graph paper composition notebook. Again, the error messages come up. Let's just give it a quick refresh there. So guys, as you can see, the graph paper composition notebook's at 500 in books. So again, that's absolutely amazing. Very, very cheap though. So they're probably getting about 30 cents royalty per book, but it's definitely worth it for the amount it's selling. Again, there's another independently published one there. You can just keep scrolling down and there's tons of them. Look at that. There's another one here as well. That's actually not doing so bad for its price. I don't know how they're getting it for that price. But if we type in independently published at the top, let's go back to the top. Independently published. Oops, my spelling's quite off today. Let's just do that. So you can see there's independently published ones only. But then as you can see, if we scroll down, look, this one's in 2000. So this is a unicorn journal and sketchbook. So there's a good play of keywords there. They've probably got one line page and one blank page, and they're doing very well with that at that price especially. That's unbelievable. We can keep scrolling down here and you can see that, yeah, you can see for yourself that they're doing well. This is another really good one as well that I spotted earlier. Let's have a look at this one here. This is a dinosaur themed one. So the first one was a general one, and this brings me nicely onto my next point as well. So obviously composition books are doing very, very well, but this one's branded itself as a primary story journal. So what's the difference between the two? Now let's have a look inside. So if we go inside this one, you can see that there's these lines. So there's a dotted line with two thick lines here and space at the top for a title and some drawings here. Now, why exactly have they done that? This is a book that's intended for use for children as a story journal. So they might write a story. So this is to practice their handwriting with. So this is handwriting paper. The bottom half is handwriting paper. And as you may have seen in my other videos, this is a niche in itself. But the top half is blank so the child can draw. Tandem Templates has also got a default story paper interior for you to use, and then if you click on the eye here, they also tell you about it. So it says here, story paper is ideal for young children who are learning how to write and properly proportion letters, and they're also going to be writing stories along with it, so it sort of encourages them to write. So that's very, very interesting. So that is different to handwriting paper. This is a specific niche in itself. Now I'm going to pull the keywords for you guys just to show you again the sort of demand. You can see here, look, the graph is going absolutely crazy. If I do 90 days, boom, absolutely nuts. So if I go back on keywords, and let's just have a look at some of the keywords that are doing really well and see the search volume. Now, Helium 10 displays the search volume by month, and this is the supposed amount of times that someone types in this keyword in the search bar in a month on Amazon.com. So we can scroll down and we can filter by search volume, so we get the highest search volume first. And as you can see, it's absolutely jam-packed with lots and lots of keywords to target. Now, this is a very, very good search volume. Like normally the niches that I look for, the search volume 1,000 or more is good, and this is obviously in 5 digits, so that's absolutely incredible. And the Cerebro IQ score is actually quite important as well, because it tells you the ratio of search volume by competing products, and obviously the higher the Cerebro IQ score, the better. And normally I look for ones at 1,000 or more, and for the amount of competition I'd assume these products have, this is actually a very good score. So composition notebook in itself, that's actually quite a good score in itself, something that I might go for on its own. If you scroll down, you can see that there's a lot of different keywords you can target. Composition book, journal notebooks, notebooks for school, homeschool, kindergarten. Kindergarten and primary, by the way, are the sort of school rankings as well. So kindergarten comes before primary in the USA. And if you see the words K2, sorry, that's generally the target range for these books. It's generally between kindergarten to K2, anywhere in that region. It's all between primary and kindergarten, so it's a target market in itself. Now you can just keep scrolling down. You can just see a wealth of keywords that you can use and target against. Now I can download these keywords, and I will put these in my Facebook group. You can help yourself to them. You can filter through them to see, get keywords that you might yourself want to publish in. It's going to be my Facebook group, so just help yourself, like I say. And we can also filter through Cerebro IQ score as well, so that's something you want to do once you get hold of this Excel file. You can see at the top, the higher the score, the better. So all these keywords up here, like I say, K2 here, that's an age range, a school level in the USA. So we can go to the highest keywords here. This has the least amount of competition for the search volume. Primary composition notebooks, actually crazy, because that's got such a high search volume, and there's around 2,000 competing products, which actually isn't that much for such an in-demand niche, guys. So this is why I've made this video. I'm just bringing light to the composition notebook niche, and I hope you take this in open arms and publish, and hopefully you make quite a bit of profit with it as well. And that's why I wanted to keep this video fairly short, because I wanted you to spend less time on YouTube and more time publishing composition notebooks. So yeah, that's it from me, guys. Be sure to go into my Facebook group and help yourself to these keywords, make some informed decisions about where to publish, maybe try and find some niche composition notebooks to publish in, or just go all in and publish a standard primary composition notebook and see where that takes you, guys. But otherwise, that's it from me. I hope this video has been helpful, and I will see you all in the next. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Take care.